Hey YouTube friends, I hope you're all having a lovely day. So 2024, it has been a whirlwind of concerts and festivals, and a lot of bangers have come out this year too. I thought it would be cool to have a look back at the best alternative songs that came out this year. I'm using alternative as sort of an umbrella term to cover all rock, metal and kind of pop punk, maybe a little bit of indie in there as well. I have my top 10 list here in front of me on my laptop, and there's also going to be some honourable mentions thrown in there as well. Songs that didn't make my list, but I just wanted to talk about because they're just really good. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with my list or disagree, and what your top alternative songs are from this year. I'm still fairly new to YouTube, so any support by liking or subscribing really means the world to me. I have big plans for my channel for 2025, so stay tuned. Okie dokie, let's kick this off by mentioning a couple of songs that didn't make my list but are such a vibe anyway. So first is Drag Me Under by Bless the Fall featuring Alpha Wolf. So last year, Bless the Fall dropped a song called Wake the Dead, which I actually ended up being in the top 0.05% of listeners worldwide on my Spotify Wrapped this year. And then this year, they came back with another very cool mashup from them and Alpha Wolf called Drag Me Under. My second honourable mention is Soft Spine by Spirit Box. I really love Courtney's voice. I think it's very cool, very unique, and I saw them for the first time at Reading this year, which is also a vlog on my channel if you'd like to watch that. This song has really made me look forward to their new album that they're dropping next year. Okay, now we're getting onto the juicy stuff. We're going to get straight into my top 10 list. At number 10, I have A Work of Art by Ice Nine Kills. I do like this song. It's just a bit of fun, really, and it inspired me to watch the first two Terrifier films, which is what this song is based on. However, it's at number 10 because, in my opinion, it's not my favourite Ice Nine Kills song. I think they definitely have better songs from previous albums. At number 9, I have Kool-Aid by Bring Me the Horizon. As we all know, Bring Me the Horizon released their long-awaited, very long awaited album Next Gen in May this year. My two favourite songs from the album are Amen and Kool-Aid, but Amen actually came out last year as a single, so I'm only including Kool-Aid in my list. This is at number 9 just because I feel like Next Gen was not Bring Me the Horizon's best work. We waited so long for it, and I'm not sure it was worth the wait. Please debate me on this in the comments if you would like to, but I just don't really connect with it as much as their previous albums. At number 8, I have Losing My Grip by Enter Shikari and Jason Butler from Fever 333. So I started listening to Enter Shikari in lockdown. I was a little bit bored, wanted to start listening to some new songs by new bands, and yeah, I was a little bit late to the Enter Shikari party, I guess, but since then I've been really obsessed with them. I saw them 3 times this year, the first being at Wembley Arena in February, and honestly I think it was one of the best live shows I've ever been to. They just bring so much energy and so much weirdness, I guess. I feel like you would describe Enter Shikari as being a bit weird, which is exactly what I like in a band. And Fever 333 were supporting them, so I actually got to see this song be performed live by both of them together. At number 7, we have Dead in Love by Mouth Culture. Mouth Culture are a fairly small band, and I first heard of them on TikTok. They have some really catchy songs, and they dropped an EP back in October called Whatever the Weather, and every song on it is so good. They put on really high energy shows, so if you like bands that are a little bit more indie rock or a little bit more pop punky, then I definitely recommend you ticking these guys off your concert bucket list. At number 6, I have It Won't Be Like This Forever by Neck Deep. The kings of pop punk released their self-titled album back in January, and I saw them headline Ali Pali back in March. I love these guys. What can I say? I am a sucker for a little bit of pop punk. This is my favourite song from that album, and it has a really lovely message behind it, basically just saying that things do get better. We have reached the halfway point through my list. We are now at number 5, and for that I have Don't Lean on Me by The Amity Affliction, but not the original, the Redux version. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this word, so if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. In September, the Amity Affliction released a Redux version of Let the Ocean Take Me, which just turned 10 years old this year. Now, this album is one of my favourites of all time, and it's really cool to hear all the redone versions of these songs and how much the band has changed their sound, and if they wrote the songs now, these are what they would sound like. Of course, the original will always be in my heart as number one, but I had to mention this somewhere in my list. At number 4, we have Whiplash by Architects. Now, this isn't the only Architects song in this list, as they are one of my favourite bands ever. I do like their newer stuff, but I definitely listen to Holy Hell and All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us more. But yeah, this is a really cool song, and I feel like they're going back to being a little bit heavier now, which is really cool to hear. At number 3, I have The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park. So Linkin Park made their comeback this year, dropping their album From Zero in November. I was very lucky enough to attend the early listening party for this album. I got to listen to it 2 weeks early, which was really cool, and that's also a vlog on my channel if you would like to go and check that out. From what I have seen online, Linkin Park's comeback is kind of like Marmite. You either absolutely love that they've come back or you hate it. Honestly, I can see both sides for obvious reasons. However, you can't deny it that The Emptiness Machine is a great song in its own right, and to be honest, I really enjoyed their whole album. At number 2, I have Curse by Architects. I love this song, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the best out of their most recent songs, and I like it more than Whiplash just because I feel like Old Architects shines through a bit more on this track. I don't know, I feel like they're just getting back into their groove a little bit, and I just can't wait to hear the rest of their upcoming album, which is going to be released next February. And lastly, we have made it to number 1. I'd like a drum roll, please. At number 1, I have Suffocate by Not Loose featuring Poppy. This is such a sick song. I think this is well worthy of the top spot, and I think that Poppy just elevates this song to a next level. And they performed it live on Jimmy Kimmel. I think that kicked up quite a stir online. I was seeing people demanding apologies from Jimmy Kimmel to their viewers, which, to be fair, is pretty funny. Saying that, I haven't actually listened to the rest of Not Loose's album that came out in May, so that's definitely next on my list of things to listen to. And that is it. My list of top 10 alternative songs for 2024 is complete. I think we've got some big things to look forward to in the world of rock and metal music next year for sure. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and like I always say, any support you can give my YouTube channel means the world to me. I'm going to try to upload weekly next year. I'm going to really push my YouTube and put all my efforts into it. I have one more video for the end of 2024, and that is a 2024 concert and festival roundup, looking back at all the stuff that I've got up to this year, and it's going to be a good one. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Mwah.